Okay, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, particularly the folks sitting right here with me on Discord in this new realm of D&D that we're playing. I have not done this since COVID, so this is an interesting situation. Um, Hello, I'm Andrew or Drew. My username on Discord is Drew, but you can call me Andrew or Drew, and I'm your dungeon master for this campaign. Hee hee, the bad guy. Yes. Um, Welcome to our campaign in Leophera, a world of my own creation, a story of my own creation, played with some of my greatest and dearest friends. Unfortunately, we are short one member today, Aaron, who is out of town for the moment, but he will be joining us in future things. Um, we will go through and introduce all of the players and characters. But for the moment, just know that this is going to be an actual play D&D situation. So welcome, and I hope you enjoy. Should we go? How should we order this? Should everyone roll initiative?
Can we go least prepared first?
Least prepared first? Okay. Adam.
Adam.
Oh
Yeah,
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 great. I
Adam.
haven't even made the character sheet yet. All right.
Yeah.
So I haven't decided on a name yet, but I'm gonna be playing a peace domain cleric, and my race is gonna be Asimar. So that's gonna be pretty cool.
Excellent. Excellent. Adam is going to be a primary spellcaster for us, as he has been in previous campaigns. He's played, if I'm not mistaken, a Forge Domain cleric, an artificer, and what was the other one? A sorcerer of some kind.
Yeah, it was a sorcerer.
Yeah. Um, but excellent healing, going to be a very, very crucial part of our support system. Next up, let's do Luciano.
I'm Luciano, also known as Nanoboie. Um, I'm running this whole thing online. Um, I am a noble elf. Um, what's it called? Paladin. My name is Remus. And yeah, that's basically about me.
Yeah. Luciano, also a prolific paladin player. Just like myself. I can't fault him.
I
Divine
can't wait.
smites. What are you gonna do? But yes, we have some heavy hitters in this group too. Don't worry. Let's move on to Cody.
Hello, my name is Cody. I am playing an artificer battlesmith, and his name is Cole Arania, and dwarven is his race, and
Excellent, excellent. Um, Cody will obviously be using his armored sentinel. We've already got some lore that we'll do a deep dive on eventually. Um, we've been having some talks getting prepared for this whole thing, so there's some interesting details that you will be filled in on as time goes on. And should we move on to Robert?
I am a human knight. My name is Lazarus Echoshard, and I have a traumatic backstory.
As do most of our characters, because we know how
Ooh.
D&D is supposed to be played.
Right.
Um, and just let the record show, Aaron's current plan is to play a Dragonborn bard. I think College of Glamour, according to our last conversation. Um, and he's basically just
Oh,
Romeo. But it should be a very interesting character, and I'm very excited to have this party put together. All right. Okay.
shit.
Well, so the next thing that needs doing is we need to do a little bit of an introduction on what's going to be happening. So
True.
this is a narrative focused campaign, first and foremost. Pacing is a big deal. I understand that. I will try to do episodes where we have at least one combat encounter. Um, it's one of my favorite parts of running games. I know it's one of my players' favorite parts of playing. Um, it's something that breaks up monotony very nicely, so that is on my radar. Additionally, we do want to make sure that all of the characters are getting their due, so we will have more narrative-centered things on each character over time. One of my big influences as a DM is Brian Murphy, who is excellent at doing that kind of stuff, as is Brandley Mulligan. So something I'm going to try and incorporate from their DM style is the integration of characters into the story. Um, Last but not least, this is not a strict rules as written campaign. As my players know, the rules are secondary to having fun and telling a good story. So, as much as I appreciate what Wizards of the Coast has done in giving us a system, it is a system, not the be all end all of everything. So, if something needs changing, it will be changed. If something has narrative significance and is argued correctly, I will allow it. If there's something that is so unbelievably cool and narrative and significant that I think it deserves a shot, I will permit it. We will mostly be following the 2024 rules for D&D 5e. There are a couple of things that might get tweaked and homebrewed and brought back from regular 5e, but that's a conversation for later. And when those kinds of things come up, I will do my best to notify everyone that I'm changing something. And last but not least, this is a entirely self-created world. This is not something that is from anything in particular. There are obviously going to be like pop culture references and things because I have my own influences and inspirations, but nothing that is taken from a previous world. This isn't set in Faerun or anything. This is our own world, our own story, our own quest to go on. Do I have any questions for my players?
Nah, I'm chilling.
Nope. Adam,
I
all
think
good?
we good.
Okay. So, let's do a little bit of an introduction to the world itself. What would you do to become a hero? Kill the monster, save the kingdom, and rescue a princess? Would you kill the Dark Vizier or break a curse? What if you were robbed of the option? What if heroism has already been subsumed by those beyond you? What if magic was dying? Welcome to Leophera, a land where the heroes won, and in their wake is a world changed. Brought under the rule of new gods, then left to their own devices, the mortal realms are proving almost as good at killing gods as it is at making them. Vast kingdoms and fiefs expand across a landscape overtaken by nature after hundreds of years of calamity, and the divine lines of the gods continue their rule from on high, as the masters of the old order are pressed out of existence, as the natural world suffers the same fate. A world where life will never be the same. This is Leophera. Now, we'll get into more of what all of that looks like, but what my players need to know is this is set in a different time period than what we did last time. This is
Ooh.
set 2,000 years after Ascension. The
Okay.
new gods have just been crowned, the gods of mortal life, for the most part, and the old gods are starting to be forgotten. They are beyond powerful, eldritch beings, not in humanoid form, but actual incarnations of their different domains. The problem is, society is taking over, and those incarnations are no longer of use to mortal kind. So, as society expands, those gods begin to retract into the shadows. We are going to be interacting with these gods on a semi regular basis. They're not all powerful, but they are very, very dangerous when left in the wrong hands. Um, we'll do some more explanatory world building as time goes on, but that's kind of the foundation you need to know. Currently, the story is set in the fiefdom of Anteros, in the town of Fernblot. This is the small town that a couple of our main protagonists have been running away from their problems to. So we'll be learning more about their backstories, more about what's going on in this kingdom of woes that has befallen them. But for now, I don't want to give too much away. That is the limit of what I have prepared to share. But if there are any further things that we want to add or things that we want to talk about in terms of what different plans are, different character backstory ideas, we can refine this. This isn't setting things in stone. But if you've got ideas you want to run past me, now would be the time.
How many of us meet each other in our backs?
Yeah. So far we've got connection between Cody's character and Robert's character. They've met in this town. They're both present there long term at the moment. We do not have any other established connections yet.
Luciano, we could have one, by the way.
Yeah, Luciano, one of the things that we were talking about is part of Robert's backstory is he was training to become a paladin,
Okay.
and for reasons that will not, for the moment, be disclosed, did not complete that particular set of training. Luciano, as you are an officially trained paladin, you could have met him there and have some sort of connection. You don't have to.
That works. Yeah.
Yeah, so you would probably know each other, but probably not be like best friends or anything. Have knowledge of one another, maybe have taken
Like-
Magic 101 or something together.
Or could it be kind of like I was like a slight rank ahead of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a noble, you for sure would have been. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I would have like helped him out for a second and then dipped or whatever.
That works. Adam, do you have any backstory ideas that you want to pitch?
I'm thinking that since I'm kind of going for like a whole like angelic vibe or something like that, I don't really want to go down like the whole like fallen angel path,
Mhm.
but I want to be something like I was originally like kicked out of heaven or something like that, but I didn't go down the whole like darkness path thing, like the whole like maybe what you're saying, like maybe I was in like a another dimension of like a god that was no longer needed, and they
Ooh,
their
that's
power dwindled or
interesting.
something.
Yeah. Okay. There are a couple of ways that we can do that. One of them is that the god or goddess you were serving was of nature, so you would be you could still have Asimar traits, but you would be kind of like a fairy. Or we could do something that was more like a primal instinct that society suppresses. So,
Yeah, I like the primal instinct thing.
okay, yeah, we can refine that more, but I've got a couple of ideas on who might be useful for that. Do you want to remember what happened?
No, honestly, I think it's better if I don't remember.
Okay. All right, then I have some creative freedom and will torment you with that decision for the rest of the campaign.
Awesome.
Excellent. As is the way. Okay, cool. Is there anything else that we want to clear up in terms of actual
Oh,
setup,
you
preparation?
should probably like just tell everyone that there's no spell components and stuff like that unless you have
Oh, yes. So like I said, not rules is written. One of the things that we like to do is kind of streamline things. I'm not going to require you to go find 8 ounces of time and a bat wing to be able to cast a first level spell. I understand that that's what spellcasting focuses are for, or component pouches. All of that stuff is absolutely going to be a part of the campaign. All of our spellcasters are going to start with spellcasting focuses, so I'm not going to be a stickler. What I will say is, when we have spells that cost an amount of gold, not like 3 silver and the button in your pocket, if
Example,
it
we
is a
find familiar.
significant expense, then I will have you purchase a spell component.
Like
So let's say
find familiar.
Find familiar, I'm not going to be a super stickler about. That's like a couple of copper or a gold worth of material. That is the kind of thing that you guys would just have available if you have a familiar. And I also don't think that we have anybody who has the find familiar spell in as part of their class.
Yes.
If that does come up, we can clarify that a little more. What I'm talking about more is if you're trying to cast Identify and it's a 60 gold piece pearl, you're going to have a 60 gold piece pearl. If you are trying to cast Revivify, yeah, you got to have the 300 gold pieces worth of diamonds. So when it is of significance to how you guys would be spending money, then I'm going to bug you about it more. But if it's just a couple, like pocket change to an adventurer of any caliber, it's not a problem. And like I said, like spellcasting, like you guys know the rules. You can work out how your different spellcasting focuses work and what it cancels out and what it doesn't. We don't have any wizards or anything, so there's not really much weirdness. And when I give you guys improved items or magic items or something, you'll have access to all of it.
Robert, food check.
Okay. Food check.
Food check.
Well, my meal's actually gone.
I know.
So now I
I
have
low-key
veggie straws.
haven't eaten
I
anything
see.
today.
So you just
No, I have-
inhaled it.
I have veggie straws and dip now. Because I
Nice.
made
I
too
was,
much
wa-
dip.
I was watching him eat the entire time.
Okay, well, I have a pork chop, some celery, and an Arizona green tea, so.
Who's that? Pork chop? What the hell?
have-
I thought that was...
Yeah.
Yeah, I was literally looking
Yeah.
at the camera too.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
Robert Food
I,
Cam.
I should also say we're all lunatics, so this show is going to be hilarious
Chaotic.
chaos, not refined elegance like Critical Role. We are not that put together. Like I said, Brian Murphy and Brendan Lee Mulligan. If you go watch either of their shows, that's more what to expect. We are improv comedy with fight.
Brennan's pretty funny though.
I like Brennan. And he's in Critical Role right now, but he, even in Critical Role with this more serious campaign that he's doing, he still allows for some improvisation, allows for some comedy. It's sort of just his style, and I'm much more that way than I am Matt Mercer. Everything is always perfect and wonderful, and he has everything written down neatly. So if there are continuity errors, yes, tell me. It was probably my fault. But I will do my best to keep up with everything and keep track of it all. Robert, are you breaking things?
I threw a ball and it bounced off like my entire setup. I don't know how it hit every single part. Hit the camera, the microphone, the keyboard, the mouse, the dice tray.
Like I said, no refined elegance in this place. Notes
that's
that
okay.
I can blur out because you guys don't get to see them.
I have my character sheet
Yeah.
filled out.
I don't have that.
See,
says what?
Cody was prepared. You guys didn't.
I
do
was-
that.
I talked
I
to
did it
you
on
guys.
D&D Beyond. I did it
I
on
asked
D&D
you last
Beyond.
night. You said I didn't have to.
You
I can
don't.
do
It's
anything.
fine. We're talking about doing our first session in the coming days, and this is also probably an important detail. Scheduling wise, things are chaos right now. No irony about Robert's gamer tag or anything.
Yeah,
This
about that.
this summer is kind of a nightmare. We are all recent high school graduates. Yay us! Congratulations! Yay! Applause. Etc. But
good song.
like, I'm going to be doing my first semester study abroad. Everybody else is going all over the rest of the state. Things are a little bit hectic right now. So we'll have a couple of people still centered in our hometown, but I mean, Luciano, you're going a pretty decent distance north.
Yeah,
I am going to be on
like
a
8
different continent.
hours.
Yeah.
I
So
think Aaron and I are the only ones that'll be with each other. technically.
yeah,
guys
you
are,
and
yeah.
Aaron
Right.
Yeah.
and like Adam, you're going a pretty decent ways north too. Like not
Yeah.
inaccessibly so, but still not like commutable. So our scheduling situation is going to be difficult, and that's why we're starting the digital now, because we're still all in the same general area, but we can work out how this is going to function and do some troubleshooting while we're still within a couple of miles of each other. I'm not outlawing batch recording. If we have a day where everyone's in town and we can sit down for 6 hours and record 3 episodes, the odds of us not doing that are low. So we'll probably get a couple of episodes in at a time if we can. What the streaming versus recording versus streaming it later situation looks like, that is highly variable at the moment. Adam, what are you doing? Are you okay?
No, I was making faces with Cody.
Are you having an embolism?
We all-
Okay. Like I said, stand-up comedy with dice. That's how this works.
Mathrex.
So yeah, that is more or less how this whole situation is going to be functioning. But we are going to be flexible. We are going to be messing around with this. If things change, don't be surprised.
And also, Andrew's not the only one DMing, guys.
Well,
That's true.
yes, that is the
Yes,
other thing.
That is the other thing.
I am the current DM. That's the thing. So
this
I'm a
campaign.
7-year veteran player for those people who
Yeah.
have never met me. Because
There-
hi,
There's
Grandma,
a
you might be seeing us
reason
at some point.
he's DMing.
Yeah, this is very much my wheelhouse, and I have indoctrinated them into all of my expensive nerdy hobbies. You're welcome. Love you, Luciano. Our Warhammer collections grow together for the Emperor.
Yes.
But we collectively now play D&D, but I am by a pretty decent margin the longest player. I started in like 6th grade, and I've been DMing pretty much since then. This is the first stable D&D group I've been able to find, so you're stuck with me now. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I say
Yeah.
stable. We're missing a person, and everyone's gonna be gone for the next like 3 weeks. But
Hey.
we'll work out a schedule, and once everybody's got functioning laptops again, we'll be able to do
Robert.
more flexible recording.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
I'm
say
going
me.
on Sunday.
No,
I'm
me
literally
too.
getting it
I'm
on.
also trapped on this.
I'm going on Sunday. Relax.
Yeah.
Thought you guys were gonna say me because I've been having troubles for the past.
Oh,
Well,
5
you've been
hours.
having Windows
I
trouble.
guess,
That's
yeah.
a
yeah.
different.
Windows
okay,
troubles
yeah,
is different. You can uninstall and reinstall Windows.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
technically
Windows
for the
may be a
Mac,
pain.
all you really
it's
need.
not a Mac. Yeah.
I think for the Mac, all you really need would be a separate webcam for if you want to do dice, and that's it. Because you can do 2 different
Pretty
web
much.
streams on the same device.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
that's true.
I will probably be using my Mac for all of my stuff in the very near future. But
Yeah.
we'll work that out. That's not a problem right now. I've got my big machine. We can work on all this. And
Yeah.
you know, if all goes to plan and we start recording and putting stuff up and it's is successful and fun and everybody's having a good time, there could be additional stuff. I've got some world building videos that I've got ideas for. A few of us are artists, so we might do character art and character explanations and settings and all that kind of stuff. So we'll have a conversation about what that looks like when the time comes. But for the moment, we're just gonna see where the wind blows because this
Also,
is
feel free to give us any names you have. We are still nameless at the moment, I
Oh.
believe.
not
Oh,
all
yeah.
of you.
Yeah,
I think we're talking
we
about
will
yeah.
read
all-
every suggestion that you guys have. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Because we definitely need a name.
For campaign stuff, for character stuff. Trust me, input is valuable, and we appreciate anyone who gives it.
And
plus
more often than not,
interaction
some of us will
toward
do
the
it. 'cause
objective.
I had no.
Kevin McLeod, thank you for your music. Sorry we were using it, but it's excellent stuff. Please look him up if you're doing a home game or something. I cannot recommend it enough. It's been playing in the background this whole time very quietly. But we'll refine our system for that. Aaron's also a very talented musician, so I'll be working with him to write some music potentially at some point. We'll see how down he is for that and how much.
Well, we
I
technically
could
have
be
our
able to
entire school. We could probably convince a good chunk of our school's band to help if we really wanted to.
Well, we could talk to the whole Acidic Tempo crew, and we could probably get some stuff written and recorded. This is a no PvP
no worries.
campaign, mind you. Just quick, should acknowledge that real fast.
But a little stab. Little
And
stab in the back.
I could choose not to
The
heal
most
Robert.
of
Like
that
that's
there's
always
gonna
an
be is
option.
the 4 psychic damage I give you for being uppity. So,
Well,
cállate.
this time, Adam, I'm not a spellcaster, so I don't really like health is an issue, but it's not as big of an issue.
That's true.
When I was a
also
spellcaster,
have, like,
one
swing
hit,
and
heal
stuff, so.
me, heal me.
Well, yeah, because warlocks are squishy, and you insisted on playing in melee. So,
Oh, warlocks are the best.
Yeah, aren't you a
especially
human
melee
fighter
ones.
this run?
yeah, he is. That's literally what he
Boring.
is. Although Echo Knight, so kind of interesting.
And the plan is to eventually multi-class into warlock.
Because of course it is. Because warlocks.
What can I say? I love having a patron.
I don't know. My last couple of characters have just been like pure spellcasters, and then I went into artificers and haven't come back out of that yet. So,
That's a deep hole.
oh, dude. Yeah, we'll talk more about characters when we do Luciano's campaign, but I've got ideas. Trust me.
That's good or bad. It could be either.
DM min maxing. Let's go.
Hey, all I'm
Yeah,
saying
Robert,
is
in for
if you
anything.
guys say something stupid and then fail, whatever happens, happens.
Oh yeah,
That's the
trust
best
me.
part.
Adam with the fireball onto Andrew's
with-
staff.
Robert with his Sparky thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
Robert
yeah.
with the Sparky thing.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, we have many stories and many inside jokes that we'll fill you in on over time. I'm sure we'll develop far more, but yeah, we will carry on for the moment as is. We appreciate your viewership, your assistance in this whole journey. I appreciate my players for agreeing to go along with this harebrained adventure I'm creating.
Error.
Huh?
Timing error.
Timing error. Oh yeah, yes.
We went along
Great.
with it.
But yeah, thank you Thank you all players. You are appreciated. Aaron is appreciated too, although he's not here, so he doesn't get to hear it. Um, I'll text him later. It's fine. But yes, we appreciate each and every one of you. Any input, any suggestions, any discrepancies in my names, narration, etc. One of my favorite stories is Tolkien having the door to the Hobbit's house be circular and then telling his kid the story later on and it being a square and his kid pointing it out. So there's a lot of stories like that, and if there is anything that I mess up, please feel free to let me know and I will do my best to fix it because I'm trying my best, but I'm very disorganized. So we'll we'll keep track of it as it goes. So yeah, welcome to Leophera, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.